Back in Lesnes Abbey. There's the Abbey over there. Action figure photography. Let's get to it. I've said it many times before, and I'll continue to keep saying it. This is one of the greatest locations I've ever been to that I believe exists to do action figure photography, especially for medieval fantasy. Mythic Legions is my chosen main line that I collect. And look at that, that's how the Abbey used to look before it was decimated by King Henry VIII. There you go, beautiful day for it. Let's get stuck in. So, with these episodes, what I'm going to start doing is showing certain particular places that I look for. For example, this works as a great cave. And what would just be seen as a hole in the wall turns into a perfect cave for action figures. So many possibilities here. So there you go, look, there's another cave. So any figure, well, you could use Lego of course, but any figure, minifigures, look at that web, it's just perfect. You place a figure in the middle of that and you've got yourself a fantasy scene. And there isn't even much work that you'd need to do, if any at all. Just love that, look at that. These act as perfect caves, and there's just plenty all over. And because it's actually ruins, it works perfectly for the medieval fantasy figures. Because a lot of the time we would pose them with ruins, castle ruins, those kind of structures. So yeah, because these are genuine ruins. Perfect. Time to put the phone down and get started. Is that Faisal? That looks like Faisal. Marching through. Look at that specimen. I've been spotted. Here he comes. And as you can see, Faisal walks across. There you go. Cabal. Cabal sign there. Walking through. Ready to meet his brother, Capnfirebeard. And Faisal, as you can see, is brandishing a camera, ready to take some more epic shots. He checks his surroundings, he walks through. There you go, going to be a slight turn here. There you go. Freeze frame. So here we have the clouds looking majestic, and I decided to conjure up an adventure party of goblins. We have our mage, we have Faisal there. We have our mage. We have our master swordsman on the left, and in the middle we have our leader, the all-rounder, the Leonardo of the group, even though Leonardo is technically the swordsman of the TMNT. Anyways, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I just felt like it was a must, especially with that sky looking so majestic and with the ground looking so fit in with the moss and the rocks. Worked perfectly. So yeah, it just felt like a no-brainer. It was a must. Absolutely. That image there was part of the weekly Gobbo collab. And then you have a close-up here of the mage, looking sinister. And there, just more footage of the glorious Lesnes Abbey. And there is Faisal. Salute. And here, you'll see images of this very soon. I haven't actually posted any yet, but I just felt like it made sense. You know, we have a Tyranid Genestealer. Tyranid Genestealer Slayer. That's it, yeah. From the Master Swordsman of the Goblin Adventure Party. And I decided to bloody him up a little bit there. I actually used a bit of a flower stem to decorate. It was a plucked flower already. No flowers were harmed in the making of this. One was already plucked. And I used fake blood from a Halloween shop. And yeah, decided to make him look bloody. Made more sense. And here is Faisal taking some shots of what I refer to as the Death Squad, because they are soldiers of death. They are beyond death. The Skullface Warriors. Yeah, looking all ferocious and mighty. And there's Faisal catching some shots there. This is just another section of Lesnes Abbey that is just marvellous. There's so many sections. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless, and it is, as I always say, one of the greatest locations to do action figure photography. Certainly my favourite. And there's the setup I was conjuring up when there was only one Tyranid in that scene. Took some pictures of just those two there. And I thought, you know what, more Tyranids are needed. And you'll see that in just, so there you go. Boom. Yeah, so Elijah's definitely got his work cut out for him there with these Tyranid Genestealers. I just love these Tyranid Genestealers. They're just excellent to go with almost any line. Probably any line, to be fair, depending on what vibe you want to create. Naturally, people would probably prefer to place these Tyranid Genestealers with the Cosmic Legion figures. However, they could be in any time period. It can work. It's fantasy. Do what you want. And yeah, just so pleased with how this setup turned out. Didn't even post this picture. I posted a version of this where Elijah's actually facing them, as opposed to looking like a badass ready to make those weapons of his earn their keep. And yeah, there you go, some close-ups. Sir Elijah's such an amazing figure, and I'm not saying that in a biased way because he shares my namesake. I'm saying it because he's awesome, and I'm probably going to have to get several more of him and just change the heads to create an army builder vibe, because yeah, he's a magnificent figure. I have to big up Perry from the community. Perry's the one that hooked me up with Sir Elijah, otherwise I would have had to wait. Faisal and I returned to Richmond Park, an amazing location for action figure photography, as well as just to explore, to get some fresh air, to roam. And there is just so much to see. There's so many possibilities for action figure photography. Such a beautiful place. Because it's such a huge park, it rarely gets too busy in the sense of not being able to find anywhere to go. However, we do not go at times when it is swamped with people. There's Brother Vines. And yeah, as you can see, just fresh. Glorious, especially with the sun. It's so fresh. Just, yeah, gorgeous to visit. It's a lovely place. And, you know, when I'm there, sometimes I don't even take pictures for a while. We just cruise around. This here is an old dead tree,
Faisal is going to
which I thought, you know, it looks like an underground cave. Here, a squirrel friend of ours, Fairy Critter, came along, and I had some cashew nuts in my back left pocket. So we decided to feed the squirrel, and the squirrel graced us with so many pictures. Yeah, the squirrel was a fantastic model for us, and some other crows came along as well, and just other critters and creatures. It's beautiful. The squirrel was very friendly, and the squirrel got accommodated by being fed copious amounts of cashew nuts. So that squirrel ate very well within those hours that we was there. I think we was there for about an hour and a half. So yeah, the squirrel did very well. And as you can see there, I put together an adventure party. I'm going to do more of these because I just love mixing and matching when it comes to the characters on a quest. Characters from different places but have a common mission. And yeah, so much fun to do. And here's me again, getting that glow, so needed. We do not get enough sun in London. I mean, technically Richmond's not even London, but yeah. And here, I just thought that was a sight to be seen. Faisal said it looks like something out of a Del Toro movie, and I have to say I completely agree. Definitely has that vibe, you know. And every time we go there, Faisal and I have been there together twice now. I've been there many times before that. There's Swig there chilling. Every time we go, we only see a tiny portion of the place because there is so much to see. And I love that. There's Faiz there, packing up. I've taken some shots of the tree. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, everybody. And we'll see you again next time. Peace.